Welcome back to our channel, A Voice of Hope. It has been a while since we have created this channel, and now it's time that we return to our weekly discussions on family and endangered species. Our first take on this topic is learning your spouse's love language. According to Dr. Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages, words of affirmation is one language that we all need to learn in order to properly communicate with our spouses. I remember a hilarious story about a wife complaining to her husband that ever since they got married, he never verbally reaffirmed his love for her ever again. Pretty scary, right? But the dude, confused, replied to his wife and said that if he would have ever changed his mind, he would have told her. While this may be true, a wife needs almost a constant verbal reassurance of her husband's love. This, however, doesn't do away with the acts of love. But we're gonna deal with that later in a different presentation. By words of affirmation, I do not mean that we need to walk around constantly repeating, I love you, I love you, I love you. But recognizing and pointing out something positive in our spouses. For instance, if a wife has cooked a delicious meal, her husband should not miss the opportunity to acknowledge that by saying, honey, that meal was delicious. And not only a meal, but a dress or anything else. Husbands, it's your privilege to acknowledge that. In the other hand, if a husband did an excellent job by fixing that squeaking pantry door, well, ladies, he would fly higher than any jumbo jet. If you would come out and say, honey, thank you for fixing that door. These things might look so small and not important in our eyes, but they are sure vital bricks in spicing up our marriages. Some so-called conservative Bible believers might think that this is a flattering practice and they sure do not want to turn their spouses into little antichrists. But hear this. Most Christian marriages either turn in a boring routine or they die out because of these unconverted reformers. Even the Bible points out the importance of this principle when it says in Ephesians 4:29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. It's almost confusing why many people would apply this principle at work, in church, or anywhere else, but not in their marriages. I personally believe that we tend to take our spouses for granted, and therefore they have switched on automatic pilot. And this has proven to be an important factor in the dissolution of many marriages. If you are in a marriage relationship or planning to start your own family, please join me in this journey of bringing this divine institution of marriage back to its haven of safety and comfort. I hope that you'll be back here next week for our next presentation called Spending Quality Time with Our Partners. Thank you.